Good luck.
See you on the other side.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a special episode here on Milwaukee Beer Review. As always, I'm Josh.
I'm Ross.
And it is Oktoberfest season.
Clearly.
As you might be able to tell. So, if you watched our Oktoberfest special last year, we did 10 unique Wisconsin Oktoberfests, and we did not think we were going to be able to top that this year.
Nope.
And we clearly have.
Yeah, we went through the list of the videos we've done in the past. We're going to just avoid those. We're going to get a few more and actually round out. We're thinking like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Went into the store, and there were so many we hadn't done yet. It was hard for me to pick and choose which one, so I just grabbed them all.
So we have 14.
Perfect.
For you all to see us try this year. If you're looking for a good Oktoberfest, there's got to be one here in this bunch. Our plan is to roll through all 14 of these Oktoberfest beers in the same episode. We'll try to do it fairly quickly and then come to some consensus on the top 3, or at least our own preferences for top 3.
And as always, these are all Wisconsin-based, so it's a little bit spread out throughout the state. We got a few different cities represented here, so it's kind of cool that we're able to find them all locally.
They are. So let's dive right into this thing. Oktoberfest season, here we go. It is going to be a day for us, folks. What are we starting with?
So we're starting off with Badger State Brewing. This is their Oktski. I can't say it. They do their Brewski. This is their Oktski. It's just their Oktoberfest they do every year.
And super cool can.
Yeah.
Love that.
Badger State's up in Green Bay. So not Madison, which I always used to think.
Yeah. Nice color on there.
Yep, good color. Little hazy, but good color.
Yep. To the nose we go.
Yeah, it's not much. I'm not getting that malty margin sweetness.
I'm getting some of it. So it's a little bit malty, a little bit of hop character coming off the nose. Smells like a tamer Oktoberfest. Nose.
All right,
let's go.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's pretty good.
It's good.
I think similar to the nose, I'm getting a little more, almost a little more hop character on this than kind of those deeper malt characters out of an Oktoberfest. It's still really, really tasty, but I think it leans that direction.
I agree. I think it's I don't know. It's definitely got more of a bitterness I'm used to with Oktoberfest. I think back like a Morfix had a very like hoppiness to it.
Yeah.
This one kind of has more of a bitterness to it. Misses that little malty sweetness I really like in Oktoberfest. But this is drinkable. This is good.
Yeah.
So I mean,
not a bad one
good
to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah, good start.
All right, where are we going to next?
Up next, we are going to Brewfinity out of Oconomowoc. So this is their standard Oktoberfest Marzen. Pretty typical Brewfinity can. Let's get rolling here.
Thank you.
This one's a little murkier.
Yeah, I would agree. Right off the bat, you're seeing that. As clean as you normally see Oktoberfest, but...
Yep. To the nose.
Ooh. So for me, compared to the one we just had, this one's got more of that malty sweetness coming out.
Really?
Yeah. Really? You would think so.
This one's got a lighter nose to me than the first one.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Right.
Let's try it out.
Cheers.
Cheers. The maltiness is there on the palate.
It's there. I like it. It's just a little thin bodied. I want a little bit more full body, like kind of like, you know, not Oktoberfest are filling beers, but you want a little more full body. I think this one's lacks just a little bit of that.
And it's not crisp. Like a lot of a really good Marzen, I'm expecting like kind of a crisp, clean. I mean, you can even tell from the clarity on this that it wasn't going to quite have that. This one's okay. I like it. I think I prefer Badger State so far over this one.
So. Yeah, same here. So. All right.
Okay.
So moving on, we're going to Broken Bat. They do their Mr. Oktoberfest, which for anyone who's a baseball fan, is Reggie Jackson inspired. That's it. They're out of Milwaukee, so to the nose.
Broken Bat. This one gets the clarity back a little bit.
Yeah, this is a kind of an in-between of the last two we just did. A little murky, but still you can get through a little bit.
Yeah, and a little bit lighter, a little more like bronze colored, maybe, almost copper colored. To the nose. Okay. This one smells similar to the Brewfinity to me. It's about the same level on the nose.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Again, a little heavier malt character. Let's try it out.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh. Okay.
Good sweetness on it. Got that crispiness that we kind of talked about just a second ago. This one tastes very traditional in a very good way. I like the malt characteristics a lot. I know, like with the Badger State, you can get some of that bitter hoppiness. I don't really like bitterness in my Oktoberfest, so I like that this one's got that sweetness.
Yeah, this one's got a much nicer kind of malt characteristic to it than I think even the first two. Easily the best malt character, I think, out of the three so far. I actually like this one the best.
I would say so. Yeah. All right, where are we going next?
We are heading to Amherst, Wisconsin, and Central Waters. We were both surprised that we hadn't done Central Waters Oktoberfest yet on the channel, but we're going to do it now. So, let's check this thing out.
So this one, like Brewfinity, it's got a little bit of that murkiness going.
It does.
Kind of between the Broken Bat and the Brewfinity one. More orangish than anything.
Yeah, it's a similar color to, I think, what Broken Bats was.
Yeah.
To the nose we go. Ooh, okay. A hair more maltiness on the nose to me.
There's almost like a bit of like a nuttiness also on it. It's like a slight there, like compared to what we've had so far.
The noses on these are also similar.
Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, we are literally like trying to pick something out to be able to explain it. At least I am.
I'm just shooting from the hip.
Yes. Let's try this thing out. Cheers. Okay. I really like this. It's crisp. I do think it's more traditional lager-esque. I think it's missing some of the deeper malt characteristics, but it's really crisp. It's like a well-brewed lager.
It's a really tasty beer. Definitely something I would drink again. Is it a great Oktoberfest, though? I don't know.
I think it's okay, but when I'm reaching for an Oktoberfest, again, I want those deeper malt characters to a Marzen, and this doesn't quite hit the mark on that.
Yeah. Definitely tasty. It's
a good beer.
I think I still got Broken Bat leading the way, but this is near the top right now.
Yep, agreed.
All right, so moving on, we're going to Enlighten Brewing. So this is a small brewery out of Milwaukee. It's in Bayview. You got a really nice tap room. Really nice tap room. Don't go there often, but it is a nice tap room.
Yep.
I will say, of the ones we've had so far, this has got the best color we've seen so far. Like,
absolutely.
This is like what I like to see, that like darker, copper. Tan. It's clean, it looks good. This looks like a traditional Oktoberfest.
It really does. Yep. So, to the nose.
Yep. Actually.
Yeah. You're definitely getting more of those darker malts on the nose here.
Good roastiness to it, so cheers.
Cheers. Check it out.
Ooh. If it was like a tick more crisp, I think I would like this a lot more, but it's full-bodied, really good maltiness, very traditional.
Yeah, this is tasty. I think this slightly takes the lead for me over Broken Bat.
I think I'm there with you too.
That's a good one.
This is the first real full-bodied one too.
Yep, for sure.
Really well done.
That's
We
good.
don't drink a lot of wine. This is a really well done beer.
All right, so we are headed to Green Bay and our friends at Hinterland. So this is their, it's not a special name, is it? No, it's just Oktoberfest. So this is a Vienna-style lager, so they say. You can tell from the color. You can tell from the color that it's definitely not that traditional Marzen-style lager, which is why I say that. Definitely a lot more of a golden, more flirting towards amberish color.
It looks more like a Pilsner.
Yeah.
You know, traditional lager, so.
Yep. To the nose we go.
The nose.
Cheers, buddy. We're 5 in.
We're not even halfway there.
We're 5 in. 6? 5?
This is
5.
6.
This is the 6th.
This is 6.
Counting. It smells more like a traditional lager. It's lighter on the nose, a little hoppiness, but like it's
a slight skunkiness to it.
Yeah.
And when I say skunkiness, that always makes it like it sound. It's not a bad thing to have skunkiness in a beer, but not in Oktoberfest, really.
Yep.
Okay.
Check it out.
Cheers.
Cheers. You did it right that time. Ooh. Ooh. I think this one has the fullest flavor profile of the ones we've had so far. I actually do like the overall characteristics of this beer, but it's not that traditional Marzen style lager. There's a little bit of a bite on the back end of this beer that I'm not quite sure what it is, but I actually do like the beer. I would drink this as a casual drinker.
Is it a good beer? Sure. Is it an Oktoberfest? No.
I think it's a beer that can be consumed at Oktoberfest. It's more of a fest beer style, like it's a Vienna style lager, right? So it's not your traditional Oktoberfest Marzen, which is what most of these are. But I still think it's a beer that fits that.
It's a good beer. I don't mean to like shit on the beer or anything. It's a good beer, but it's just I think when we do something like this, when you miss the mark, it makes it more obvious. And in my opinion, for an Oktoberfest style, I think this one misses the mark.
I think that's fair. So I'm going to give them credit for. I don't think they were trying to be this. I think they were trying to brew something different, and so I'm going to give them credit for what that is. But would I still prefer what Enlightened has here in that Marzen style of this? 100%, absolutely.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Ooh, excuse me. So now we're moving over to Chippewa Falls to the Leinenkugels Oktoberfest. Shut up. It's all sitting there right now.
Woo!
So we got Leinenkugels here. I don't think we've done any Leinenkugels on the show ever, have we?
I doubt it. Maybe by accident.
Yeah. Figure we could pull them in here. Figure we a fun one to do. I will say, color-wise, cleanness looks really good.
Super clear. Lots of good clarity.
Yeah. So they hit the mark there. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So to the nose.
Interesting.
There's definitely there's something there. I'm not picking up what it is.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, there's a little.
I hate to say this, but it's like a little gym sake. Like that's almost kind of what I'm getting. Honestly, like that's what I'm getting. Like that's the first thing that popped into my head.
I just walk around smelling gym socks all the time.
Ooh, now I can't not smell that.
Well, let's try it.
Cheers. Man, I'm tasting that now too. I can't help it.
All right.
It's okay. It's really crisp.
Yeah.
But that weird note from the nose is there too.
Yeah. It's got the characteristics of an Oktoberfest. It's not that it doesn't taste like one. There is just a bit of an off taste, in my opinion. I think you say gym sock. So, it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not even in my top 3. So.
No, I wouldn't have it myself. So. All right. Moving on.
We did it. So we've got Mobtoberfest.
Mobtoberfest.
From Mobcraft here in Milwaukee. Obviously, they put out all kinds of crazy beers. Let's see what they do from an Oktoberfest perspective.
So, off the bat, murky, a little hazy, within there, but nice kind of amber color though.
It's a good amber color, yep. To the nose.
Stop being on my nose.
This one's almost got like a
smokiness to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a kind of like a smoky, almost like feel like I'm camping kind of scent.
Interesting.
Let's try it out.
Cheers.
Oktoberfest. Oh.
That smokiness, whatever we're picking up, is there on the palate as
Oh,
well.
it's like sour.
I'm not gonna get sour. I give you.
I do.
You think sour as in like it's gone bad, or sour as in...
I don't know. It may have. Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mobcraft.
So moving on.
Moving on.
Where are we going next? Oh, it's me.
It's you.
So now we're going to MOS Brewing's Oktoberfest. I'll be honest, I've never had anything from MOS Brewing.
I don't think I have either.
I haven't heard of MOS Brewing, if I'm being very honest with you. Funny thing is, we posted something about like, this is what we're doing today. We sent all the beers out, and someone said like, hey, this is like the best one they think. They really like this one, so I'm excited for it based off that, because I do think he has really good recommendations. Right off the bat, very clean.
Really nice.
Very clean. If it was a little darker, I'd be happy, but very, very clean, very, very crisp looking beer. So
looks good.
Yeah.
To the nose again.
Ooh, that is a lot. Burping like crazy.
Heavy malt grain character on the nose. This one.
Probably the most grainy characteristic we've been getting so far.
Yeah. It smells like fresh grains.
Yeah.
Let's try this thing out.
Cheers.
MOS.
Ooh. Ooh.
That flavor continues throughout. It tastes like fresh grains, like you're getting the flavor from the grains, like on the palate of this beer.
Yeah, this one's got real full flavor, and from like your point, I like what you said, like from the palate, it's very, very there in the front, very much there in the back. I do think it strains a bit from traditional, but it's really good. That graininess is a nice characteristic to this.
It's tasty. It gives a very like fresh kind of overall palate to the beer.
Earthy.
Very earthy.
That's
to me, I like it, but I don't like it in the realm of Oktoberfests. Like,
that's fair.
So this is a good beer. I just don't know that. I think there's several others I would easily drink over this one.
I think this is in contention for me, to be honest. Is somewhere in that top three. I just like it. But you're right. I mean, if we're judging this based off, if we're trying to hit the mark on Oktoberfest, yeah, maybe slightly off. But what it provides is what kind of overcomes that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
All right.
Onward to One Barrel. So these pretzels are making me thirsty. Oktoberfest Marzen. I love that name. It's super cool. Neat can. You got Mr. Hot Dog Man or Brat Man on here with his pretzels. So let's check out what One Barrel's got for us.
So One Barrel is Door County. Great tap room. One of my favorite spots to go into. So
this one also has some pretty amazing clarity to it.
Yep.
Very
clean.
Well brewed. Very clean. To the nose.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
This has got one of the better noses
of
the beers we've had so far. Nice malt character to it.
Yeah. Cheers.
Check it out. Cheers. It's very similar to what MOS put out, I think, from like a grainy...
I'm not getting grain on this one.
I totally get that
on
this too.
Okay.
It's got good malt character to it, but it's not kind of like the deeper malts or Marzen style malt that I'm looking for. I like this beer, but again, this falls into the same category as the MOS offering to me.
I disagree. I don't get the same grain characteristics on this one. I love the sweetness on this one. Like this one's got a nice, like, quick pop sweetness to it right off the bat. I think it was good. I really like this one. I don't think I've had this one before. We go up there a lot, but I don't think it's ever been on tap while we're up there. This is good. I really like this one.
It's good. I don't disagree.
All right.
Up next.
So now we're at...
home stretch.
Almost there. Out of West Dallas, they're Oktoberfest. I think as we were kind of pouring these out, I think we both said pretty quickly as this one got poured. Just from a color and visual standpoint, this is the best looking beer.
Yeah, it's
of the
dark.
bunch, and like good darkness to it, very clean looking. Yeah. Like that
Great
is
clarity.
That's what I like to see on Oktoberfest.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
All right, to the nose.
Interestingly, I don't get a ton of malt character on the nose with this.
I got a similar nose I got with the One Barrel actually.
It's very sweet on the nose, like almost like it's like a fruit sweet kind of.
A bit of a dark fruit.
Yeah.
I don't disagree there.
Yeah, it almost smells like candy a little bit.
A little bit. So,
let's try it out. Cheers. And that continues on the palate.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Yeah.
It's like a fruit sweetness. Like dark fruit.
It's like a barley wine without like the big barrel-aged characteristics of a barley wine.
Yes. 100%. Yeah.
Odd.
That's very odd.
It's not bad.
No.
It's tasty, but it's not what I want on Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest are supposed to be very drinkable, kind of sessionable, and everything. This feels really heavy.
Like the traditional Martzen like malt characters kind of linger, like they kind of kick up late in the palate. Like if you let it linger for a little bit on the tongue, like I'm getting more of it like in the aftertaste. But like from the front end all the way through the back, you kind of, that fruitiness overtakes this beer.
And the funny thing about this is, I just had this beer really recently somewhere. I was out somewhere, I was on tap, I got it. And I really liked it. I'm not saying I don't like it here. But again, that's what's fun about doing this, is you start to compare them against every other Oktoberfest out there that we're doing here.
There's absolutely differences.
And you start to notice little slight differences, and it points things out more. So I think on its own, this is a very good beer. But in something like this, you notice some things, and
you do.
So I still think a good beer.
I think a good beer, but it's odd.
I agree.
Okay. So onward to Oso. So this is the Oso Oktoberfest. Oso is based out of
Plover?
Plover? I think it's Plover. Yeah, Plover. Up near Amherst. I know they're somewhere up near Central Waters up there. So this one jumps back to kind of that more golden amber.
Yep. A little murky.
But to the nose.
Ooh. Not really maltiness coming out of this one. Not much, actually. This actually kind of reminds you back to like the Badger State and Brewfinity, where it just wasn't much coming out on the nose.
Yeah, it's a very light nose on this. So, let's try it out. Cheers. Interesting.
It's pretty flat compared to what we've done so far. I'm not getting a ton out of this one. The maltiness really isn't there. The sweetness isn't there. It's not as crisp and full body as I would hope for.
The palate feels a little empty on it. It's not crisp. Doesn't have that deeper malt character that you want out of a beer in this category.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't know that it's the one I would grab off the shelf.
No,
Some of these
I would think so. Sometimes offensive. What is that? Often wacky, sometimes offensive. Interesting. That is a weird slogan. Okay. All right.
2 left.
12 down.
12 down, 2 to go.
All right, so moving on, we're going back to West Dallas. This is Perspective Brewing. This is their version of their Marzen Lager Oktoberfest. Marzen Lager, did I say that right? Marzen Lager, I got that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And thanks to Perspective
Yeah.
for letting us get access to this early so we could do this episode.
Yeah, really cool. They're actually releasing this at the time we're shooting this next week. I was able to reach out to them. They really get me a can for this to do this today. So really, again, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
To the nose we go. There's definitely some good malt character coming off the nose.
Good malt character. It's like very traditional. Little murky in the color.
Yeah.
But I still think it's a nice
there.
dark color. So.
Let's try this thing out.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. So it's full-bodied, a good sweetness. I would like maybe a kick more up in that sweetness for me, that little maltiness more. But otherwise, I think it's the mark on the traditional style. So
it's good. It's a good beer. I think it fits the style. It's got a similar graininess to me to what we saw from One Barrel and Moseny.
Okay.
It's definitely got that note. That's not bad. I wouldn't call it traditional though. And I think that's my one put off with it is I don't mind that character, but I don't want to taste as much of it in my.
I'm apparently because the ones you're saying these are the ones I'm kind of gravitating towards.
Sure.
And I like that.
They've had the heaviest malt character of all these beers that we've tried for sure.
No, I think it's good. I think it's a solid one.
It's a good beer.
And I'm sitting here trying this, looking at everything. I'm like, fudge, this is hard to pick our top three. There's so much.
It is.
We have to give myself a refresher in a couple.
There hasn't been a mind-blowing beer in the first 13. Which is really weird to say out loud.
All right, what are we finishing up with?
We are finishing this up with Tyrina out of Lake Mills, Wisconsin. So between Milwaukee and Madison. They put out some pretty good stuff. I'm excited to try this. So
yeah, I mean,
a little cleaner maybe than some of the past few, but I think it's very similar color palette.
Yeah.
To the nose we go. It's got a little more hoppiness on the nose, bitterness on the nose, similar to Badger State, I think.
Yeah, I love Badger State.
Yep.
So long ago.
Yes. Just 20 minutes ago.
Shit.
All right, let's try this thing out.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. And I think similar to Badger State, it's got more of a traditional, American lager kind of character to it versus that deeper.
I don't think it has as bitter of a bite as Badger State, but it's got that little bit bitter bite. It's there compared to what we've had. So, okay.
All right.
I'm gonna need to try a couple real quick. Make sure
yeah. Sorry.
Twister now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. We're doing top 3 or top 5?
Top 3.
Top 3. All right. What is your number 3?
I think my number 3 is Moseny.
I agree.
Oh,
I have Moseny as my number 3 also.
wow, that's wild. Okay.
Weird. Okay.
What's your number 2?
Perspective.
Okay.
I really like Perspective. I like what they did. So
I think my number 2 is Broken Bat.
that was really close.
Yeah.
It was in my top 5.
Yep.
5.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have a feeling we're gonna have the same number 1.
Number 1, Enlighten.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they nailed it. I think to your point, you said it in the show. there wasn't one that like stuck out that was mind-blowingly good, but they're all really good. There's a couple in here I think you can tell by us we didn't like. But there's some surprises in here, to be very honest. Enlighten, I'll be honest, I'm surprised. I really like it. I think they hit the color. They're very traditional. I think the malt characteristics are great. I think they nailed this one. So
yeah, I think that was the one that popped the most for me.
Yeah,
easily out of all of these. A lot of good Oktoberfests out there. I mean, feel free to try a few of these and give us your own feedback on where you'd like to go. Obviously, not the only ones in the state of Wisconsin. If you look at our past videos, I think we've done like 25 others.
Yeah. Yep.
Somewhere in that ballpark. We do plan on at some point here in the future doing a kind of best of the best episode, and looks like Enlighten's going to be part of that.
Yeah, no, really well done. Love doing this. Again, great beers. Love Oktoberfest season. Definitely go out there and try some. If you guys have anything that we didn't talk about today, or if you have any of these, let us know what you think. Let us know which ones we should be trying or we should be drinking. We'll make sure to get it on the show.
Yeah, it's September. Football has started. It's Oktoberfest season. Drink your Oktoberfests. Check out all of these breweries. And then check us out on the rest of our social media channels. We are on Facebook. We are on Untappd. We are on Twitter. We are on Instagram.
Yeah.
We are also here on YouTube. So like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see all of you in the near future.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.